Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. We have a mid-season matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on the 12th-ranked team, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Mustangs will kick this away to get us going here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Cowboys offense comes on the field first today. And here comes that star wide receiver, certainly one of the focal points of the offense, one of the best in college football. He has that kind of, I'm him aura. I'm the best player on the field.
The field? This guy crawled out of the bed, thought he was the best. He's confident, but he carries it as a guide for his team. It gives them confidence because they know that when he's great, they have a chance to win every game.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. The gain moves the ball to the 34. They need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Can he get there on the ground? Good enough for the first down with a 37.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Bringing pressure. And he pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
And what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
There's a screen pass to the running back. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And that is no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The 50-yard field goal miss sets up the offense around the 33. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he cannot escape defense with a sack.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw to his receiver. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Mustangs bring their punt team onto the field. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner is brought down. So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. There's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, SMU.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. The quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Wyoming's offense goes back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone, and the defense come up with a stop this time. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Took contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. They bring the punter onto the field now. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
All right, Chris, let's face it, most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
First down here for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Through one quarter, let's see how the quarterback stats stack up. After a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. When the tackle is made, the defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. So Wyoming's offense gets back out onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5.
False start. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's an option look. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. They scoop up the ball, and so it'll end up being a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
After giving up the safety, they have to kick it away here now. And here's the return.
Returner is tackled down at the 37. And your SMU Mustangs will take over.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's that defense shifting again. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quick throw to the left side. It's caught downfield. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route, and I think it really caught this defense off guard.
And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Mustangs churn out another first down. On first down, it's play action. Tight end makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
This offense is clicking. Clearly, everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. He'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he'll be brought down.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, and he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense operating from the pistol. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, brought down at the 43.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll toss it to the back. Finding space at the 20. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Pitch to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
That's a solid run. Good for first down yardage. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. Backs line up on either side of the quarterback. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Will he score here? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. What a weapon for this offense. A quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
How about being the defensive coordinator? You've got everything covered. You make the right call. And all of a sudden, this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme, and you better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 2-point lead.
That makes the score. Wyoming.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
SMU 12.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. First down and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for the wide out. And he's got it. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Got him, he's sacked. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
So Wyoming's offense goes back out onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Down he goes, a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. And a handoff as they run the counter play. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Along the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Dallas to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football. It's a great spot to start this drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Running back has it on the screen now. Jukes to get past a man. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on this screen pass. Fooled the defense there. First down here for this offense. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And this pass is caught. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. First down, looking to throw the football. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. And he's back to throw again on second down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to throw again. Dunks it down to the back. Caught.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So after missing the earlier field goal attempt, they're going to go for it on 4th down. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a 1st down. Great execution on the option. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Touchdown, Wyoming. Number 15 in the end zone.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
SMU 12.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Pressure is coming. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. QB decides to keep it here. Breaks a tackle into the clear. The gain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with, or boy. When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. White.
They're on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking for a big play here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Good enough for first down yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That's an important first down on that running play. And the same runner's got it again. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. The offense now operating in the red zone. The back's got it on a pitch. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Here comes the point after attempt. Point after makes the lead 16. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
SMU 12.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big shot play for this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake throws the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Intercepted in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Across midfield.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Good enough for a first down.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play is the... comeback in store. We're going to find out. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And there's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Same tailback, another carry. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's second down. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Takes the ball and heads to the left. He's swarmed by the defense. One of those critical third down plays coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Well, this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Kick this one away.
And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Brought down after the catch, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. And the Mustangs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitching catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Here's the second down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lofting it toward the left sideline. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Wyoming. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Second down play coming up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Mustangs will send the punt team onto the field. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. He'll field it close to midfield. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And sack sets up second down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down play for this offense. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The punt team making their way on the field.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
And the coverage team downs the ball right there. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore.
And the junior able to get home with the sack. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. He'll toss it to the back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They get him now, but the game moves the ball up to the 36. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the catch, but couldn't stay in bounds. Incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. And the Mustangs line up on 1st and 10 now.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Mustangs are in the red zone.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Mustangs.
love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a big play downfield. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Breaking free at the 35. He spins out of a tackle. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the beatdown continues. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Defense setting up for a passing down now with 7 DBs on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Using his legs here. He's got it. That is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on 4th.
Going for a big play downfield. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.